Hello and welcome once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 131 for August 31st, 2014. My name's Tony. I'm joined as always by my fellow podcasters, Jason, Mark, and Mossies.
You're not going to finish sound shapes?
English? Huh?
Yes.
Do you even
No, in the last 2 weeks since I've been on, or whenever it's been, I
haven't
forgot
talked?
the English. Yeah, forgot the English.
What happens? Yeah, we're back. 2 weeks ago, we had that Jason being gone thing. Last week, these lazy bastards didn't want to record an episode.
It was my birthday. I was hungover as hell.
I flaked.
Flaker, hungover.
We're back and
Don't
better
know.
than ever.
Where are we?
Same place we've been for a long time,
But
but now it's open.
Store's open.
store's open.
Store's open.
The place is thriving with customers.
when
Hi,
I-
guys.
When I take off my shirt, it's going to get a little bit awkward. Ooh, zombie flux. Sorry.
Well, let's kick off the show with our weekly roundtable and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since last time we all spoke.
Oh, you're gonna sit up this
3 week
episode?
round table.
A 3 week, I don't even remember what I played.
We're going back.
Why don't you start us off? What are you playing now?
I've been playing games at the arcade because it's Sega Week.
What arcade?
At the Galloping Ghost. It's Sega Week.
Located.
In Brookfield, Illinois.
It's phone number.
Southwest of Chicago. Exact address I don't know offhand. It's on Ogden Avenue. But okay.
If you hit the mobile gas station, you went too far. Turn back
Well,
around.
There's a
depends on
nice
which
restaurant
mobile.
across
Actually,
the
there's
street
some-
from it called
called-
Jimmy's.
Actually, it's called Tony's.
Tony's, damn it. I knew it was like a simple ass name.
How can you forget that? We have to. Anyway,
Ah.
it's 20 Sega games, and
What's your
it's
name
all like
again?
high score games, and there's like 14
Right.
different people playing. Most of the games are terrible or games I just don't like.
Sega.
Yeah, there's like the weird game, like there's like that Sonic arcade
That
game.
Sonic trackball
game. It's
that
very-
doesn't work.
Wait, how'd you
I don't
play?
Did you have to play Sonic Pinball?
Oh, okay.
No, there's no pinball games. There's a Monkey Ball with the banana joystick. Then there's a few racing games. Michael Jackson's a Moonwalker.
Come on,
That's an
Jeff.
interesting one.
That's There's like the Star Wars trilogy game.
And you wonder why Sega went downhill.
There's like an alien
And-
shooter game.
Out of those 14 people, where are you ranked?
I think I'm 9th right now.
Wow.
Top 10. Woohoo!
So you're last.
It's because
Yeah,
6
almost.
people dropped out.
No, I do have the high score for a game called Crackdown. The better version of Crackdown. Actually, this game is
Crackdown
amazing.
2. I got you.
No, this game is a fun game. It's 2-player game, and there's a giant map at the top, and all you have to do is go plant bombs where there's X's, and then there's like,
Bomberman, I got you.
No. Have you even played Bomberman?
Yes, I have. I know it's not where you
What
go.
have you played,
kill.
Jason?
No.
No video games.
In 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks. No
You've
video
been
games.
playing-
You know you're on a video game podcast that occasionally requires you
Well,
to play a video game.
unfortunately, unlike these lazy fucking schlubs, I've been busy.
Wow.
I was out of state for 4 days.
Oh, 4 days out of the last
Which-
21.
I've been busy too. Okay, that's why we couldn't record.
Yeah,
Which
mowing
state
grass.
that is not as good as Illinois did you go to? Actually, let me restate that. What drove you away from Chicago? 'Cause the rest of my
I had
state's
to go to
fine.
Gen Con for 4 days.
Okay.
And that's in
Okay.
Indianapolis.
That 4 days obviously counts for the 21 days.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I've played a lot of new board games, though. A lot. Tonight, since I don't work tomorrow, I am going to be marathoning Walking Dead Season 2.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I have to wait 2 months to play it.
And I don't count the new WWE Super
Nobody-
card game as a video game. I've been playing the shit out of that now.
Yeah, is this every week? Is it be the new board game with Jason?
No. I just told you I'm gonna. Well, let's see. What's Mark been playing? Oh, I've been World of Tanks and World of Warcraft and
World of Warcraft,
Mass
correct.
Effect and.
No, I haven't played Mass
Assassin's
Effect in a long
Creed.
time. Waiting
Sound
for
about
4.
right, right?
World of Tanks.
Yeah,
huh?
pretty much.
I think I did like 2 or 3 matches. I haven't done a lot of World Tanks.
I just
lately.
showed Mark a brand new World of Tanks board game.
Yeah, they just advertised it. Roll out. I think it's Magic related. I haven't played it yet. I will.
It's called a deck builder, sir. It's not a TCG.
Anywho,
Oh, this board game terminology. What's going on?
yeah, I know I'm gonna blow my head off. My most played game is an NHL 15 demo. I play living shit out of that. That is the most amazing NHL they've had since NHL 11. So,
The most amazing in 4 years.
you know, it's a sport game. So honestly, when they do something to impress me,
Is it a sport game?
oh, it's a sporty game.
Is this life?
It's a sport game. Anyway, go buy NHL. It's the best one they're gonna make in a long
Can't
time.
buy it yet.
Go get the
Buy
demo.
the free demo.
Buy the free demo. Wait till September 9th. Get it instead of Destiny like I am.
You're not getting Destiny.
Nah.
I'm
You're
not getting
oh,
Destiny.
You're not getting Destiny. Why is everybody
After the
jumping on Destiny?
beta, I don't know.
I didn't care for
I'd
the
rather
beta.
play Borderlands.
I'm still getting it.
See,
You need Borderlands.
It's an
sidetrack
awesome
here.
fucking game.
I was like 100% certain I was going to get Destiny for the PS4 and buy the bundle. And now, one by one, everybody I know who was going to get Destiny is dropping out or not getting it,
I'm getting
or
it.
getting it for Xbox.
I got more people psyched about NHL that I know. Go on.
I'm kind of disappointed
That
in
so many
my
people are
lack
jumping
of
off.
friends that are buying Destiny.
Because
All
they're
right.
getting NHL.
Wait a minute, here. I was just thinking about this earlier, and again, it's completely off topic. So you're out of the Destiny pool, correct?
Yeah,
Officially?
unless a lot of people jump in and I can play
You're
with.
wanting to get it, but you don't have a big enough group to play, right?
No
Well,
friends.
That's kind of my
I-
issue too.
Here's the thing.
No friends.
I wanted to get it because I wanted it to rejuvenate my old Halo, like, atmosphere.
No
because
friends.
Halo 2 I played a lot online. Halo 3 as well. Mostly 2 I liked. And then everybody started jumping off the Destiny bandwagon. And then they've been releasing these new trailers for the Halo.
Collection.
Like they showed multiplayer of Lockout the
Yeah.
other day, and it's like, well, why try to rejuvenate your old Halo with Destiny when you can just play?
So now you're
old
going with
Halo?
the Xbox One?
I'm considering it.
Why
Yeah.
don't you just buy both?
Well, I don't play enough games to warrant that.
Well, here's what my suggestion was. Like, okay, we've got one for sure, correct?
Of what?
Destiny.
Yeah.
What
I'll
console?
get it.
PS3, right? Or PS4, sorry.
I'll get it where everybody's playing. I don't care. I have both. I have luxury, sirs.
I do too. That's the whole point. The reason I'm asking. So you're still not sure?
See, I want to get a PS4 because Halo doesn't come out on PS4. But like all other things equal, I want.
Well, here's the thing. If you go with Xbox One, okay, he will go wherever we try to sway him towards. So he
No
would probably
swing
get-
necessary. Just tell me where you guys are getting, and I'll get
Then,
on that one.
then
It goes to the left. It goes
we
to
have
the right.
Andy who will
Flops
is
up and
playing-
down.
Going to play Destiny, and then I'll probably buy it then because then it's guaranteed that I'll have 3 other people to play it with.
And that's what I'm waiting for too. If I have like 3
Cutting Mark
people.
out, which is great.
Yeah, fuck Mark.
If they get it on
You
PS4,
replace him with Andy.
You're not getting an Xbox, are you?
not for a little bit.
So
There's reasons to.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't intend on getting it because I don't care that much. But now, if I've got 3 other people that'll play it with me, then I'll probably pick it up just to play with everybody else.
You getting your Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah. Fuck you.
Okay. I'm getting Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I don't care what you're doing. with that.
So I don't know yet. I mean, there's like
You've got a week.
Xbox has a better fall lineup anyway this year.
I don't care about. I'm
But
gonna
then
get
you
one
can have
game
Destiny
for each.
and Halo together on one platform.
I might wait and see how Destiny is doing the first week or two, and like see what the critics say about it. If it's getting 9s or whatever, I'll probably end up just jumping on it and getting it. I'm not gonna put enough time into to warrant like. When I played old Halo and old Unreal, I put like hundreds of hours into the games, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but I'd like to get a game and really, really get into it.
Well,
Really
that's
into it.
one of the main reasons that I haven't played anything because I don't really have anything to play with anybody.
But
Plants vs. Zombies. I got
Mine's on Xbox One.
Oh, look who's messed that up.
point being, if
I
I get
bought it when the day it came out.
if I
Yeah,
get into
so did
Destiny,
almost
I'm
I.
probably not going to get Halo then. That's the way I see it because I'm not going to play both.
Why not?
That's too much. They're too close, too similar to each other.
How many hours have you spent with Destiny? Because that sounds very positive that they're just nearly identical without the game you're releasing.
I have. I'll confirm that. I did beta for. I
did-
Yeah,
maxed
beta-
betas are
Beta.
always ridiculously
but it's just-
similar to the actual
but, like,
final product.
In
always.
terms of like the feel of it, it's very much like
It
Reach.
does. It feels a lot like
It was like Reach.
yeah.
Sure.
So Tony, what have you been playing for the past 3 weeks?
Not
Destiny beta.
I beat Walking Dead.
Should I still get it? I'm already getting it, even if you say no. But I'll make it seem like your opinion matters to me.
Did it live up to your expectations?
It wasn't as good as the first season. I'll tell you that right here now.
Oh,
And it definitely wasn't as good as Wolf Among Us season 1. But does it merit a playthrough? Yeah. The choices throughout the game were more cringeworthy or whatever. Like they were harder choices.
Okay.
But you also, I don't know, it just wasn't as good. It just really wasn't.
Is it just that they maybe went back to the well one too many times here with the same kind of format?
And the other thing is, season 1, this is very... I'm going to dance around spoilers here. Season 1 ended really nicely where... Not nicely, it ended horribly, but it ended where
Spoilers.
you could have walked away and...
It could have been the end if they
Yes.
could never have made another one and it
Yes.
wasn't included well.
Season 2 didn't do that at all. Season 2 just leaves you on another thing like in between episodes where it's like, well, we're getting season 3 because you can't
They
stop it
already
like this.
announced that, right?
Yeah, I know, but
did they, I just
They
don't
make
remember.
it clear as day at the way this ends.
Well-
that it didn't end. It's just like you're waiting for episode 6 to come out now.
They called the first group. They called it season 1 from the get-go, didn't they?
No.
Oh, they retroactively.
No, they added that in
Yeah.
later.
Never mind that.
By like episode 3 or 4 or 5, then it was Walking Dead season 1.
I don't remember what I wore yesterday, so I don't remember this at all. But I'll
Probably
take your
similar
word
to
for
that.
it. Yeah, probably. It's probably a success
All right,
and
so-
ensemble.
Walking Dead season 2.
I did some sound shapes. I did some Forza 5.
What?
I did. Yeah, I've been playing that.
What?
He passed you up. He was going to tell you later.
He's nowhere near me.
No, I'm like a level 20 something. But I was like a level 3 a month ago, so I'm actually playing now.
We'll do some races.
The game's not that good.
I know, but at least then we can, just say that we did.
They broke it
It's
with
like
all.
anal. You gotta at least try it once.
They broke it with all that stupid fucking.
I like the driver
That
tower.
escalated quickly.
The driver tower was cool.
Yeah, it's cool if you could turn it off. It's forced on you.
But it's either that
if I
or
can share
the same AI every time.
One quick little story about Drivatar that kind of bothers me, and I wish I could turn it off to some extent. I had a friend who passed away in July. He played Forza, so like he's still in the game, which is kind of cool. But then I feel bad when I have to ram him off the road to pass him. I'm being completely
I know, but
honest.
it's still
Did he
funny.
die in a car accident?
No.
Okay.
No, but I mean, I'm being like it's. I'm sitting there driving, all of a sudden, his car catches up next to me. I'm just like, oh man, like, it's a really weird feeling that like he's still in the game.
I don't know. Now it's kind of making me second guess Forza Horizon 2 because now they're bringing that crap back. And
Oh, it's
that's-
probably in for a long time. At this
Yeah, but they're
point,
bringing
'cause
back.
And then
A lot of
I don't-
people liked
I don't
it.
know if I'm going to be buying any more Forzas.
Oh man, poor Tony. Maybe if they give you the option, you'll be back on.
If
the
they go to
wagon.
option, yeah, or else I'll just stick with Gran Turismo again. It was great having both, but if I have to go to one or the other, I'll go to the one that allows me to play offline, not forcing online on you.
Oh, so you're gonna go play on PlayStation unlike Xbox? I got you.
Console agnostic, I don't care. I play where the games are, sir. I own them all.
I do
I give no fucks.
I'm getting an Xbox One too. I had an Xbox longer than PS4
Oh.
anyway. What?
The other reason why I wanted to get Destiny on the PS3 is because I wanted to get Little Big Planet, actually. I got this
Little Big Planet.
That was the other game I was...
Cool story.
I just saw this shirt and I'm like, oh yeah.
You can get them both. There's nothing stopping you from owning multiple consoles.
Besides the cost.
Besides the cost.
If you knock that out, yeah, get both.
I'm going to buy 10 games this generation.
Sell a lot of NES games. You'll be fine.
Well, I just...
You don't know you're only going to buy 10 games this generation. There's a ton of good games already.
I had a 360 and I had about a dozen games, I think, total for the 360. I had it 3 different times.
All 3 being Mass Effects.
Never played a Mass Effect.
Because he has good taste in video games.
Three of them, 4 of them were Halo. So, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Starting news.
Yep.
News. All right. We had this week. We had some Assassin's Creed Unity get pushed back by 2 weeks to provide more polish for it.
Kind of hoping it was going to say canceled.
No, not
Except
gonna
forget it.
happen.
I'm not getting it anymore.
Now
I have to wait 2 more
2
weeks.
more weeks. It's
for
coming
the
up.
same game I've been playing for the last 6 years.
I think it's the exact same name. Little Big Planet comes out too. It's just unheard of. Unheard of.
But now, wait. Assassin's Creed was late October,
Yes, it was like the 20
so now it's
something.
inching into the November.
Yes, November 18th.
Late October is
thing.
WWE 2K15, so they can GFY.
There you go.
Why? Oh, I was like GTFO.
Give yourself food.
Yeah, that works.
That
GF.
works.
Give food yourself.
Yes.
That's this weird English. Yeah. Well, grammar.
Mark speaks Canadian.
Well,
I do.
With
I
all
get
the
really
How's this
drunk.
all a boot?
with all the games
I get
that
really
got
drunk
pushed-
on Jameson, and that was my birthday actually.
Huh?
Yeah, actually. Apparently, I had a Canadian accent. Don't remember it.
with all the games that got pushed out of this November,
Holiday
holiday.
season.
This is not as bad, and Call of Duty doesn't look to be as much of a monster as it used to be. At least
You mean
based on pre-order
Titanfall 2?
numbers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean Titanfall 2's next year. Sorry, Call of Duty's
Yes.
still thing.
Yeah.
Cool. All
Is there
right.
a release date for the other Assassin's Creed? Is that
Not off the
this
top of my head. Let's go with October. We're gonna say October.
Yep.
October release
It's
date.
confirmed.
Confirmed. But if I'm wrong,
Mark just confirmed it.
yeah.
My
they're
source
pushing
for
it
confirmation is
ahead
Mark.
or back depending on when it's releasing.
So now Jason can say Ma said it, and then I'll say my source is Mark's.
Yeah, and I'll say my source
Nobody's gonna
is
follow
my
the lead
conscience.
beyond that. They're just gonna assume. Well, he got it from there. Who got it from?
Hey, we're pretty good with our predictions on dates and
This
things
is
like
confirmed.
that. Yeah.
All right.
More news! This week was a DDoS attack spree across the board. You had PlayStation Network get hits, probably the hardest out of all of them. Xbox Live, Battle.net, and League of Legends all got kind of nailed this week with actual attacks. PlayStation service was offline for, over 24 hours as far as I know. Xbox dealt with it pretty well. I think they had a few hours where they were offline for some people. Battle.net.
That's how PlayStation was. Mine wasn't down at all.
Oh, seriously, mine was down
Mine was
the entire
fine.
time.
It was certain people.
As
Mine,
soon as
mine
I
never
read
went
it,
down.
I'm like, I'm gonna log in.
Really.
Just so I could, if they're gonna give me free games, I'm gonna log in.
I had no luck. I could not log in. It would just say servers are down, down for maintenance or whatever the heck they were putting up there. Battle.net, I didn't even notice that it happened.
You have to log into it more than once a year to notice that it got hacked.
What do you mean? Battle.net?
Shut your stupid face.
I'm logged in like all the time.
Liar.
Yeah, you have to be.
Because he's playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, you have to be for any Blizzard game. You have to be logged in.
No. It's all lies.
League of Legends, I'm sure some people were unfortunately enough to have to not play, but
Well said, Mark. Well
Yep.
said.
Yep.
Some people were unfortunately enough to not play.
Yeah, so that seemed to happen. Other than that, put in the comments if you were unfortunate enough to not play League of Legends or any of the other systems this week. Anyone else? It seems like you guys just didn't care. Cause
It didn't affect me at all.
I couldn't play. I just wanted to get Plants for Zombies too, and I couldn't even play.
This was getting misreported a lot online. People
They
were
said
saying,
hacked?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
not a hack.
Dramatic difference.
Yeah.
All the DDoS means is-
Distributed denial of
the
service.
servers got overloaded.
It's
People
like one
purposely.
person who controls tens of thousands of computers or whatever that are trying to get responses from a server.
And they overload it and bog
thousands
it down.
of times every second,
Yes.
Yeah.
millions of times every second or something,
Yeah.
and all they have to do is restart it, and then it's back.
Funny story though, the person who said, "Hey, it was me," that everyone reported on was not him actually.
Yeah.
His social security number, credit card numbers were out online from the guy who actually did it within that hour, I believe. Saying you shouldn't take, credit for something you didn't do.
That's hilarious. Oh boy, that's terrible. But
yeah.
do you guys did you follow that?
No.
So
I follow that stuff.
So the
Somebody claimed responsibility.
somebody claimed
It was
they
me.
did the DDoS. And then the guy who actually did the DDoS went and posted that guy's social security number and all his information. And
Yeah.
that's funny. That's hilarious. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
knew the guy claimed it, and he was like playing jokes on Twitter, like,
Mm-hmm.
who name a website, I'll DDoS it. This.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What you get
Oh,
for
that's
running your
hilarious.
mouth.
Yeah, basically.
Plus the sauce. That's me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. More news.
I hate this crap. I don't know why they do it. It's just like, why ruin people's gaming experience? Go hack something dumb. Go hack like Target.com or something again, like something people don't give a shit about.
I think a lot of people gave a shit about when Target got hacked.
Because
Yeah.
their credit cards got released. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
I have a Target credit card.
you silly bastard.
No. I know.
I was actually there like a week before if you were at this cutoff date, you had to get a new credit card. I was there the week before it happened.
Cool.
Yeah.
News.
Anyway, because I had to cut the one story because it's going to be a topic later, I want to report on the creatures this week actually got swatted. I don't know if
Thank
you know what
God.
swatting is, but basically it's where you call in
DDoS.
a yeah.
This is why we're not live.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't want to get swatted.
Yeah, exactly.
Swatting.
If you're not familiar with swatting is, basically someone calls in like a fake threat, and literally a real life SWAT team comes in and clears the entire building.
Not a
And-
fake SWAT team.
Yes, not a
That is
fake SWAT
hilarious.
team.
That's
It's online.
terrible, but
It
hilarious.
reported national news actually, and
You should be careful saying that. You do a big stream every year.
That's hilarious. Dude, that would be amazing if that happened. If a SWAT team came during the middle of the Zelda Dungeon
jeez.
Marathon.
Everybody's
They're
on the
domed.
ground
Hilarious.
with their
They're
hands in the air.
Yeah.
Is this a donation?
Oh god, do you imagine the exposure?
Oh god.
that thing was like playing on new. Like you can go look it up. It's on like them reporting saying how awful it is that people can just do this to yourself.
How I like okay, I don't understand exactly how they're going about. Like, how do they find out where the person's?
Well, they're technically a company, so you literally just have to look up Creatures LLC.
Okay.
And they're listed as far as I
But I
would
mean, this
expect.
happened. This has been a new trend in
Yes.
in streaming.
Yes,
So how do you find out where these people are at?
some people that's a hell of a feat, but I'm assuming
Find
you
it out.
listed somewhere at some time
Hey, the
your
guy who
shipping
hacked-
address, your billing address.
Hey, the guy who DDoS those guys, he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Some people they sell merchandise. Maybe the merchandise is tied to something. Where
Why you should have a PO box?
yeah, but yeah,
We're
it's a
streaming from a PO box.
Yeah.
get it. SWAT team going to open up the PO box. Bomb squad. Just blow it. I don't want to open it. Awful. Anywho, anyone else?
I think we have more news.
We do have more news. The new 3DS model was announced. It's still called 3DS as far as I know. Some of the new features of it, they have a new...
It's actually not. It's called the new 3DS. And the
was a
XL
thing?
version is
God
called
damn it.
the new 3DS XL.
They're doing the Super Mario Brothers thing with it.
Continue.
Yeah.
I read the stories when it came out saying the new 3DS. I was like, oh cool, they're coming out with a new 3DS. Not they're just calling it the new one.
You should spell it NU.
Can you imagine? Like the comments, like comment sections have been loaded with like, imagine in like a year or two, people are gonna be like, yeah, I'm looking for a used new 3DS,
God damn it, Nintendo, you did it again.
or like I'm looking for a used 3DS, and then the salesperson will be like, do you mean a used 3DS or a used new 3DS?
Wait, I'm confused. Am I getting a new used 3DS?
Way to go, Nintendo!
Who's
learning
on
all-
first?
learning all the lessons from
All
the
the lessons of your
screw-ups.
namings. God dang it.
Yeah.
But one of the new features of it is they have it's like an analog stick, but it's called the C button. As far as I know,
tiny. It's weird.
it's really
Does it
tiny.
stick out? I can't tell.
I can't tell from the pictures. It looks like it will have some kind of because it's supposed to have directional on it, so it's got to come out in some way. Besides that, they're having 2 new triggers on the back side of it. I know they're sporting the NFC technology, which some games are going to be exclusively using. And then
Those Amigos or Migos or whatever.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Well, some now like they announced they're porting Xenoblade Chronicles to it, so meaning you'll be able to play Wii quality games, I guess, on your 3DS now.
Yes, because
On your new 3DS.
the new 3DS does have a better processor in it, so it should be able to handle, hopefully, Wii-like games.
This is hilarious.
I applaud them for doing this. I really wish. I think it's causing more confusion than it's helping, though, because I wish they would just. Okay, here's our new handheld, and you know what I mean, and had a. First of all, the placement is atrocious. I don't know why they put it there.
Imagine if you add in the Circle Pad Pro onto that as well. How much bigger that's going to make it.
there'd be no reason to anymore. They're adding the second nub.
If that's what it's going to
Yeah,
be
but
used for.
I'd like to.
It's a bad
not really an
place.
analog
No,
stick,
it's
though.
a bad place because it's over the face buttons.
Yes,
I
that
don't
too.
necessarily agree with that until I hold it.
Yeah, I have to feel it, but
No,
it doesn't look like
anyway,
it's going to be awkward.
No
If you're going
Nintendo
like
controller's
this.
ever been
The
bad.
thing that's more
Normal.
concerning to me now is that it's not a full new generation, and I have a 3DS XL, and you can't get digital games because your digital purchases are tied to your hardware, not your account. So it's hard to upgrade. And then games in the future might only work with this new one and not the old one, and it's just like,
Or certain
It's-
features are locked out. Like you could still get Smash Brothers for your current
Yeah.
3DS if you wanted to, but you couldn't use the Amiibos.
and this is why you just cut the gen and start a next gen.
This isn't out till
It's more
2015.
powerful. It has more. That's what I'm saying though. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Like,
I actually don't agree with that at all. I actually think that what they're doing now might be the trend going forward. Like the way I see it is, let's say they started releasing these in, like hypothetically January, whatever. Let's just say January 1st.
Okay.
I would say Nintendo should just get rid of the entire 3DS and 3DSL. That you can't even buy them anymore. And the only thing on the shelf is the new 3DS and new 3DS XL. Just replace them, completely replace them. Hopefully, if they can keep the same price point too, which
They
might
already
be
said
able-
they will.
So at this point, you go in to buy a 3DS, and it's like, oh yeah, you get it. And then maybe in that first year or so, every game, maybe there's only 1 or 2 or 3 games that are coming out for the new 3DS. And then every game that comes out for the 3DS is playable on the new console. Basically, like a slow, like bringing it. So those 10 million units or whatever that sell in 2015, suddenly 2016 comes along, and then there's more games that are exclusively for new 3DS, but there's already a market. So you never have to start fresh at zero, other than those 1 or 2 games.
Here's one issue that I have is what do you think the turnaround time from R&D is on one of these handhelds? How long do they spend developing it?
2 years.
Probably
years,
a
right?
really long time,
3
but on
years.
this one, I couldn't see it being more than 6 months. They added a button.
Well,
Well, the
yeah, 3 buttons.
Ooh, my God, you're
and they
right.
changed the color.
It must have been 7 years.
But here's the thing, right? The 2DS is a year old now, right? So anybody that bought that, it already doesn't have the NFC. Well, I didn't buy it. I got mine as a gift. But it's already, outdated. It's a year, and I understand that it's the 3DS, but there's still like
Or is it the
an
new
issue. There's a
3DS?
gap in the functionality. Even
Games aren't going to run the same.
that's
Yeah.
that's the problem. Is like I have a
the
brand new
3DS is old.
Yeah.
Like, they should have just made a new gen.
Exactly. I would have agreed with you on that because then I would have been like, all right, well then maybe I'll upgrade my.
'Cause it's not even coming out for what, another year and a half, maybe 2 years,
No,
maybe.
early
They said
2015
20.
for Japan.
All I heard was 20. Yeah, Japan. So the states might get it fall,
Yeah.
holiday 2015.
I think this time next year we'll have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And by that time, when
Because
did
I think
the 3DS
turnaround was like 6
debut?
months, right?
We're about 3.5 years right now.
So by then it'll be about 4.5 years. It
'Cause-
would have been almost time
Now,
for.
keep in mind,
The 2DS was shown at E3 last year, and then it came out that fall. Correct?
I don't think it showed at E3. I think it showed at
Tokyo Game
Nintendo
Show?
Direct
Oh,
a few
okay.
months later.
Was it?
There was a quick turnaround on the
Okay, yeah.
3DS. It was like shown in August, maybe released in September or
Yeah.
something like
It was. That's what I'm saying. It was really quick
I
with
think
that
I
from the
might be
reveal. to the- But yeah, I just that's. I mean, it's slightly annoying because again, I have it. Mine's a year old. It's the newest piece that was out.
Yeah.
And now it's already out of date.
I think Nintendo probably thinks that the market for the 2DS is not necessarily the same market for the
Sure, I
who's
can-
going to jump on an upgraded 3DS.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
can-
I would
see that.
so do it if the $100 of games that are sitting on my thing digitally carry over.
Yeah.
I'll trade in.
Nintendo is
Because my 3DS XL is worth probably $100, and if the thing's 200 for $100, I'd upgrade. But the problem is I'm not buying another $200 thing and have to hang on to my old 3DS XL just to
Yeah.
have access to the games I already bought.
Yeah, that doesn't make
Well,
sense.
that's the problem I'm saying.
I think Nintendo is like what 4 or 5 years behind the curve in terms of like
Tech.
upgrade. So like you were able to upgrade 4 or 5 years ago on the other system, so maybe they're getting to the point where they'll
Maybe
It really needs to happen.
Yeah.
It really
Well,
they
does.
got to
they
time
just
the
started-
accounts. You can't time the hardware.
They
anymore.
could go on almost like a phone type release where you have a new handheld coming out every year with some new features and everything. If your digital content
Yeah.
was able
Carries
to
over.
transfer over every time,
I think that's the new system.
but they
that
have
they're
to have.
eventually
It's
gonna
got to be hand in hand, in my opinion.
I'm of the belief that if Nintendo did do a hard cutoff, like the 3DS has not been out long enough to
cut it,
to
yeah.
really warrant a cutoff at this point. I mean, granted, I don't know if you know, the Game Boy Advance actually only had a 3.5 year life cycle until the DS came out.
Yeah.
But like, it's going to be 5 years before 5-6 years before a new handheld is out.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't know if the audience, if people would buy a new Nintendo handheld, like start fresh at that point.
Yeah.
Given the
That's
handheld-
that's what I'm in the same boat with Tony. I would give up my 2DS to get one of the new 3DSs if the content that I've already purchased on my 2DS carried over.
He wants
I mean, it's
Pokemon.
like, I don't think handheld gaming is
Yeah.
realistic long term for Nintendo for dedicated hardware. Like,
I think they're both going to try again, and I think Nintendo will be all right, and I think Sony's going to.
Sony will not have another handheld.
I think they might.
There is no way
I'm
they
starting to
will
hear
have
some
They don't
rumblings.
even support their current one with software. I mean, maybe if they do a Vita upgrade or something, but there's no way that would not make sense. The amount of money they've lost on that, like, no.
I think they're both got another one in them. I really do.
I think Nintendo's will be tied to their next console, but I don't think the next home console.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah, like they were talking about with that fusion thingy,
Yeah,
where they're one and the same or whatever, and yeah.
yeah. Outside the Japanese market, I don't think dedicated handhelds for gaming will work in 4 or 5 years. Because keep in mind, children, they don't play on 3DSs. You see,
iPhones.
you see they have their parents' tablets with them.
Yeah.
or
Well,
their-
what is it, the which phone is it
Hand-me-down
now that has
phones.
the kid mode on it?
That was
G3
the
or whatever?
yeah the
LG
new
G3?
Samsungs. Yeah,
One of them.
the Galaxy Tab 3s. I got trained on it by a Samsung rep.
Yeah.
So
And
those
he was like, "Here's kids mode, so they can't buy all your shit." And we're like, "Well, that would have been a feature a long time ago that people would have loved." And same thing, Apple they're just adding that feature too. The parental guidance mode literally is brand new on iPhones. They did not have that before.
Yeah. I don't.
Look, if you take like a 4-year-old, like maybe 1 out of 100 has played a 3DS, and then maybe like 80% of them have played on a tablet at some point. Like those kids don't play handhelds anymore. So when that generation gets a few years older, they're gonna be like, oh, gaming is on tablets now. That's just yes.
Any more news?
I have one more news. Valve is being taken to court by Australia because Australia.
The whole country.
Yeah, well, the Australian government, if you really want to be, technical, if you want it reported correctly, which you're in the wrong place.
Tactical.
What?
What about my testicle?
God damn everything.
Let's be tactical about
I
this.
think
Let's be tactical about this,
It's got a
guys.
birthmark that looks like Australia. Is that
Yeah.
right?
So basically, the suit against Valve is that specifically the developer behind Portal 2 did not provide a way to repair, refund, or basically resolve issues with any time there was a defect in one of their games. So, and in Australian law, there's some weird thing where you have to do that. It's kind of like where if like the terms of service of Valve, like it says that you can get refunds if local law applies, and Australia is actually one of those places, I'm assuming. So
You know what they say about assuming.
yeah. October 9th's the court date, which seems really soon because in America it seems like anytime anything like this happens, 2016 is the court date. So you're really quickly
Even when you're in 2017.
You missed your court date even though you filed yesterday. So we'll see if Valve actually wins, or I don't really know what comes out of this. I know based Australia's I don't know how they would distribute this money, but basically they want damages, yada yada yada.
I hope that Valve
What do you know,
loses,
Brian?
just so that they take a little bit of a hit and need to make some money and start releasing.
There's
some of
that
these.
won't happen.
Shut up, Mark.
the hundreds and hundreds of dollars they make every single second from that marketplace, it's probably
I don't
thousands by now
care
at least.
if the entire country of Australia is suing them.
That's
Valve
less
is
than 20 million people.
Shut up, Moss. Go with me, okay? We're trying to get Left 4 Dead 3, Half-Life 3,
Anything
Portal
3.
You know,
Anything 3, Valve, please.
So maybe they'll lose.
Anything
Fantastic.
you know,
Anything 3, I'll buy it. Don't care what it
It
is.
needs to be 3. That
Epi-
we've only had 2. That has nothing to do with Valve.
Third anal bead set.
But that's the second anal reference in the last 40 minutes.
Well, see what happens when we're gone for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I know, right? You get bored, buy some beads.
We did our like our weekly roundtable of what we've played. I guess we need to do
Yeah, Letterman.
That was good.
Since you said
Practicing.
Conan, did anybody see him play Smash Brothers?
I don't think so. I've seen his few other video game
Holy
things. He's
shit.
pretty
Is it
funny with
funny?
it.
Yes.
Yeah, when he reports on
Link
video
comes
games.
up and he's like, "Is he an elf?" And he's like, the guy's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I hate elves." No. He's like, "Look at me with my little sleeping nightcap on."
I did. On a related note, Did you guys see Jimmy Fallon playing against Pierce Brosnan?
I heard about it. Yeah, it's Brosnan.
He played him in a multiplayer game of GoldenEye.
Yeah, apparently Brosnan's not very good.
Yeah, he couldn't even get a gun. He was using
He was just slapping him around a little bit. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Slappers only.
I forget, was he actually playing as himself too?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that
I couldn't remember which character he chose.
Counter-Strike days. Knife fight! Sitting in a cyber cafe, everybody just starts yelling out knife fight, then you get the one asshole with the gun.
Yep, always.
It's usually Andy.
Damn it, Andy.
Fucking Andy.
Damn it, Andy, when we call knife fight, it's knives only. Put the sniper rifle away.
Throw something at him.
And it was actually in the store. They'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, all the customers are looking at us now.
So, I didn't talk to Mark before we started recording the episode to let him know that the 3DS was actually the topic of the week this week.
Oh, okay.
So we're topic of the weekless.
I was told the topic of the
We're
week was
topless.
something else.
Oh no, that's
Oh, no,
the
that's-
that's the pause menu.
That's the pause menu, you silly fucking bastard.
Oh, you suck then.
Well,
Where's communication?
I suppose that'll do it for this week. This has been episode 131. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you next week, same time, same place.